All right, time to grade the Badgers and their effort in the 45-0 win over UMass. We're joined by Tom Oates of the State Journal and Oatesy. Let's go through position by position or side of the ball by side of the ball. Offense, you give the Badgers a B. 45 points is good, but a couple blemishes.
45 points is good. Almost 600 yards is good. But they have to be marked down some for that first half. The running game was good throughout. The passing game was anemic the first half, had a lot of problems. I don't think Joel Stave made the greatest decisions. I think there was a couple drop passes in there. But the passing game recovered nicely in the second half. Joel Stave did a great job. The Stave to Abreder's touchdown pass on the first play just kind of ignited the offense, and as a result I gave him a B, marked him down, like I said, for the first half, specifically the passing game in the first half. Otherwise it was pretty good.
And of course a shutout, you give the defense an A-. Really wasn't too much to complain about in the effort on that side of the ball.
No, I think they had a few problems in the secondary. There were a few receivers running free at times, maybe through zones and things like that, but by and large they were physical up front. They stuffed the running game pretty well all game. They were helped by a few penalties. The Minutemen had a few false start penalties that helped and kind of set themselves back several times. But the defensive front seven I thought was really active, swarmed to the ball, physical when they got there. The secondary didn't get beat over the top. All in all, a really strong opening day for the defense.
Special teams always slow to develop, and it seems to have been a bugaboo for the Badgers last couple of years. A C starting out, a lot of things to correct there.
Well, the biggest thing is, if you look at, it's the kicker, right? It's been the biggest thing all year with the special teams. I don't think the return teams or the coverage units did anything to distinguish themselves today. I don't think it was a particularly strong effort for either group. No big bust, but not a particularly strong effort. But I thought Kyle French missing that 40-yard field goal, that's not good. That just, those have to be automatic. And for many years around here, those have been automatic, and they have to get to the point where those are automatic. They didn't break out Abrederis returning punts here, so they tried out Kenzel Doe. There wasn't a lot of room to return punts. That UMass kicker punter wasn't very good, so I think after watching him shank a couple, we should be Badger fans should be very happy that they have Drew Meyer and punting the ball for the Badgers.
And the Minutemen should be happy you're not grading their special teams, Oatesy. Coaching an A-, a good effort by Gary Anderson and his staff in the opener.
Well, I pretty much base that. I mean, I think the defense kind of hid a lot of things. I think the defense is going to hide a lot of things in these first couple games because I think they're going to save their best punches for Arizona State and Ohio State down the line. But you saw them manufacture some pressure. UMass threw a lot of very quick passes, and it was hard for guys to get home on the quarterback. But there were a lot of, as the game wore on, there were a lot of quarterback hits, a lot of quarterback hurries that forced UMass's quarterback to throw the ball maybe a little quicker than he wanted to, and he got very inaccurate, more and more inaccurate as the game wore on. I attribute that to the defense. But I thought the play call to come out of the half after your offense has basically been inept throwing the football, horrible I think were Gary Anderson's words, and to come out and go up top, and it made a statement. It made a statement about the coaching staff. It made a statement about their confidence in the quarterback. And I think it made a statement about the quarterback and the receivers. Joel Stave and Jared Abrederis made a huge play there and scored a touchdown on the first play of the second half, and it was off to the races for the Badgers. I think that's good aggressive coaching, and I like that.
And overall, a B for the Badgers, and bring on Tennessee Tech.
Yeah, I mean, what was the spread? 44.5, and they ended up 45-0. A shutout is great in Gary Anderson's first game. The offense recovered, righted itself in the second half, and was really unstoppable for most of the second half. It was a very fine opening game, but you have to take the competition into account. It was UMass. They were 1-11 last year. They're a fledgling FBS program. But the Badgers took care of business. Like I said, I think other than maybe the offense in the first half and maybe just the passing game in the first half, it was really a sound effort all around.
All right, well, Oatesy, thanks a lot, and we'll see you at Tennessee Tech.
My pleasure.